Welcome to CineRewind, where movies come alive in minutes. Today, we're not just revisiting a film, we're stepping into one of the most tender, deeply human stories of recent years. A film that isn't loud or flashy, but instead whispers straight to the heart. Past Lives is not just about romance. It's about time, fate, the choices we make, and the connections that never truly leave us. It's about the people we carry, even when we part ways. And it's about that haunting question, what if? So let's rewind and relive this unforgettable journey. Our story begins in Seoul, South Korea. The city is alive with everyday rhythms. School children rush out of classrooms, chatter fills the streets, and the smell of food stalls floats through the evening air. In this lively setting, we meet two 12-year-olds, Na Young, bright, ambitious, competitive, always striving to come first. She has a sharpness to her mind and a quiet determination in her eyes. And then there's Hae Sung, steady, kind, grounded, a boy whose presence is calm and reassuring. They're classmates, friends, but their friendship carries a spark, a pull, something that lingers in the space between them. They walk home together after school, teasing each other about who got the higher score on the latest test. They laugh under the fading light of day. Sometimes they race each other up the stairs just for fun. In these small, ordinary moments, something extraordinary takes root. It's not dramatic, it's not spoken, but it's real. This is what the earliest forms of love look like, gentle, innocent, and unshaped by the world. But just as it begins, it slips away. Na Young's parents tell her they're leaving Korea. They are immigrating to Canada, chasing opportunities they believe will give their daughter a brighter future. For Na Young, the news feels like the ground has been pulled from under her feet. She isn't just losing her school or her neighborhood. She's losing her language, her city, her childhood, and maybe the boy who has just started to matter to her in ways she doesn't yet understand. Before she leaves, she makes a choice, a symbolic one. She decides to change her name. Na Young becomes Nora. It might sound like a small decision, but names carry weight. They carry memory, culture, identity. By becoming Nora, she isn't just stepping onto a plane. She's stepping into a new life, a new country, a new version of herself. And so Na Young and Hae Sung part ways. Two lives that once walked side by side now split into different directions. Time passes. 12 years later, Nora is in her 20s, living in New York City. She's a writer now, pouring her heart into words, chasing stories, scribbling in notebooks, working through long nights lit only by her desk lamp. Life in the city is busy, loud, demanding. But she's carving a place for herself, step by step. Meanwhile, back in Korea, Hae Sung is studying engineering. His life is steady, marked by classes, friendships, and quiet evenings. On the outside, it's an ordinary existence, but inside, there are moments when he thinks of her. The sound of her laugh, the way she used to compete with him, the version of his life that ended when she left. And then in a moment that feels like fate, or maybe just the randomness of technology, he finds her again. Scrolling through Facebook, he searches for her name. And there she is, Nora. Older now, sharper, but undeniably the same girl. He sends a message. She replies. And just like that, the door that had been closed for 12 years swings open again. What begins as polite catching up quickly deepens. Messages turn into long conversations. Conversations turn into Skype calls that stretch late into the night, across oceans and time zones. They laugh, they remember, they share who they've become. And as they talk, it feels almost as if those years apart never existed. It's intoxicating, a connection reignited, a flame that should have gone out, still burning. But love is rarely simple. For Nora, the pull between worlds grows heavier. On one side, her present life in New York, the city she lives in, the career she's building. On the other, this powerful magnetic bond with Hae Sung, a man half a world away. How do you give yourself fully to one life when your heart feels split in two? Eventually, Nora makes a painful decision. She tells Hae Sung they should stop talking, that she can't live in two worlds at once, that holding on to this connection means never fully stepping into her own life. It's not what she wants, but it's what she feels she must do. The call ends. The screen goes dark. Once again, they part. Time moves forward. Nora continues her journey. At a writer's retreat, she meets Arthur, another writer with a gentle spirit and a quiet strength. With Arthur, things are different. There's no ocean dividing them, no impossible distance. Their connection is present, grounded, lived. What begins as companionship grows into love. They marry, they build a life together in New York. Meanwhile, in Seoul, Hae Sung continues on his path. He dates, he studies, he works. But in quiet moments when the noise of the day fades, he sometimes thinks of her. Not in a desperate way, not as an obsession, but as a lingering thought. A quiet wondering. The question that hangs in the air, what if? 12 more years pass, and then, once again, fate intervenes. Hae Sung decides to visit New York. After 24 years apart, he and Nora see each other again. When their eyes meet, the years collapse. For a moment, they're 12 again, walking home from school. The emotions are overwhelming. They spend time together, walking the streets of the city, catching up on everything they missed. Their conversations are filled with laughter, but also with silences heavy with meaning. Every glance, every pause between words carries weight. It's not just about what they say, it's about everything they don't say. Arthur notices too. He isn't blind to their bond. One night, he admits to Nora that sometimes he feels like the man she married because the one she truly loves is in Korea. It's not jealousy, not anger. It's honesty, vulnerability, a recognition that what she shares with Hae Sung is unlike anything else. The three of them share dinner together. On the surface, it's polite, even warm. But beneath it lies a quiet tension. Arthur is kind, but a little uneasy. Nora tries to balance her present with her past. And Hae Sung, though respectful, can't help but wonder about the life that might have been. What if Nora had never left Seoul? Would they have married, built a family, lived out an entirely different story? Or was this always their fate? To love deeply, but only across distance. After dinner, the night grows quiet. Nora walks Hae Sung to his cab. The city hums softly in the background. Streetlights glow, throwing long shadows across the pavement. Between them, silence. A silence heavy with love, regret, and acceptance. They look at each other, both knowing this may be their final goodbye. Finally, Hae Sung steps into the cab. Nora watches as it drives away. The car disappears into the city streets, carrying with it not just a man, but a lifetime that will never be. She stands there for a long moment, then slowly she turns back toward her apartment. Tears gather in her eyes. At the door, Arthur is waiting. He holds her, wordlessly, letting her cry. No questions, no demands, just presence. And the film closes not with resolution, but with a bittersweet truth. Some connections transcend lifetimes, but not every love is meant to be lived out in this one. Past lives reminds us of the Korean concept of inyon, the belief that every encounter between people is shaped by thousands of past lives, that even the briefest crossing of paths has meaning. And if two people are bound strongly enough, they will meet again and again in different lives, in different forms. So what does that mean for Nora and Hae Sung? Maybe they were lovers in another lifetime. Maybe in another future, they will be again. In this life, they were children who loved each other in silence, adults who found each other across oceans, and souls who finally let each other go. And that is the beauty of this story. It isn't about fairy tale endings. It's about acceptance, about living the life you've chosen while honoring the lives you didn't. Whatever you believe, past lives leaves us with a truth we can all feel. That love doesn't always mean forever. Sometimes love is a memory. Sometimes love is a possibility. And sometimes love is the silent understanding that even if we cannot be together in this life, the connection was real. It mattered, and it always will. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a rewind. This is CineRewind, where every movie lives again in minutes. See you in the next story.